It's another multimeter. But this time it's not mine. It does say who it's from on the other side, but it also contains personal information, so I'm not going to show that. But it says, "Hi Steve, watch all your videos, long time subscriber. This multimeter was my granddad's, who's no longer with us anymore. He used to use this a lot. Found it in his toolbox, but it doesn't turn on anymore. I found that the battery gets extremely hot. Any chance you could have a look at it?" Yes, Iqbal, I can. I mean, I might not be able to fix it, but I'll see what I can do. Right, so the thing we first, I'm really good at English, me.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
The thing we need to do first is pop a battery in, so let's open this up and do just that. Right, it looks like it takes a 9-volt battery. Let me grab one. Nice. Okay, we're in. Right, power. Yes, it's doing absolutely nothing. I said that the battery gets extremely hot. Can't feel anything just yet. Yes, that battery is warm. It's not extremely hot, but I guess if you left it on long enough, it would be. So why is that hot? Yeah, they're warm as well. Okay, so there's obviously... Well, is that a short? I don't know. But I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to take it apart, isn't it, Stephen?
Uni-T, the meter of the multi. Mr. T, the BA of the 80. Ice-T, the mother flipping OG. Lemon tea, the drink that's citrusy. Open the multimeter, shout out the CD. Lee Benz, Ed McLaughlin, free TV. Why is this getting hot? Sick of my 4. Gotta be assured, Christopher Shore. Maybe the thermal cam will tell. Web claw, Cooley Jacobs, Brian Mitchell. Fingers crossed it will. Anthony Dean, Dr. Princess Brew with IPA on the scene. Holy hand grenades on the count of 3.
1, 2, 5. Lisa, 3.
Alice, Margaret, Troy, Chris, Jenkins, B Money, Esther, Beacon, Mr. Sizzy, Damo, DB, David Clark, Daddy King, Kendall Burr, Lindsay Hall, Badger Scotch, Fox Cutter, Owl S11, IJ, Abby Cheesy, McAdams, Inflip, Terrell, Per the Mackie, Gary Wrong, tries don't make her right, Sky Star, Dreamer not out of sight. Back to the DMM, make no mistake, we wrap up the rap with peace and paddle cake.
Right, we're in, and this smells like old electronics. I don't know how old this thing is. Maybe it's some kind of a burning smell, I don't know. Yeah, it's coming from around this area here. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I like it or not. But yeah, there's an odd smell coming from around there. It's the other side of the battery, isn't it? Can I reconnect the battery up and get the thermal cam on it? Well, yes, I can. I mean, should I? I probably should, yes. So let me just work out which is positive and negative here, and then I'll get my bench power supply on. So positive, negative, and that goes in like that, which means that the negative is at the top and the positive is at the bottom. Yes. Okay, thermal cam is on and ready. Nothing is already warm. Right, let's put 9 volts into this. There we go, we're in. It's drawing 2 amps. And there's a big heat spot there. I'm going to guess that's on the other side of the board. It's constant current. I wish I knew what that meant, but I've heard other people mention constant current before. Let's flip it over. See if we can pinpoint where it's coming from. I mean, that is red hot there, isn't it? Still. That's that area there. There's a diode. Let's switch it back on. Yeah, there we go. That's red hot. It's that. It's a diode. The diode is getting really, really hot. 82 degrees. 88. And still climbing. Let's switch it off. Right, so why would a diode be getting super hot like that? I mean, does that indicate that it's a faulty diode, or is it something else that's making it do that? Let's get this under the microscope. Have a look in that area where that diode is. It's D10, I can see that. And then we'll see if anything looks abnormal. Right, so there it is, D10. This thing here. I mean, it just looks like a diode, right? I think what I'd quite like to do is get some isopropyl alcohol on that area. This looks a little bit discoloured here, doesn't it? But I mean, that might be normal. Let's just carry on looking around the board. Well, I'm not seeing anything else, so let me try and get the bench power supply back on this, and we'll heat up, well, we'll put some isopropyl alcohol on this area where it's heating up, see what drains away first. By drains away, I mean evaporates, obviously. Right, okay, turning on the bench power supply now, and we'll put a little bit of IPA here. I mean, it's not evaporating super quick, is it? But it does seem to be from that diode. Do the old finger test. Yeah, the diode's hot. Multimeter. In diode mode, hopefully. Still works. I think I might need you again, Dave. Always coming in useful. Right, power's off. Let's put it this way round. See if we're getting a reading. That is a dead short. Should you have a dead short on a diode? I don't think you should. Let's try it the other way around. That is also a dead short. So let's put that on continuity. And it should beep. Which it does. Is that how diodes fail? I don't know. I thought they would just be open on both sides. But there's definitely a short. The short may very well be on the board. Let's see if there are any other shorts while we're at it. Give me some caps. There's one. Right, I need a ground. Okay, I've got a ground. Okay, no, that's good. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, this is something I didn't do. And I probably should have done. Check if these two prongs are connected together. This is the battery terminals. Yes, they are. Is that because of the diode? Or is that because of something else? That explains why the battery gets hot as well then, doesn't it? It's basically been shorted out. Let's take that diode off, see if that short disappears, and then that will tell me then whether the short is with the diode or it's on the board. So let's do that. I've got my hot air on 500 degrees, that's too much. Turn it down, Steve. I've gone with 450. Probably still too much, but should do it super quick. Right, kind of wanted that to stay on the board. As in, I wanted it connected to one side so I don't lose it, but it's there. Right, we're still on continuity. Let's see if it's shorted. Oh, God. I'm going to lose this. It is shorted. And the pads are not. Wow. Right, now, the problem I've got here is I have no idea what that diode is. As far as I know, diodes do not have markings on them. I mean, it's got a band on it there. Is that a marking? I'm going to have to Google it because I don't know. I've got some Zener diodes. Is it a Zener diode? It kind of looks the same as those. How do I know? I think it is, but I'm sure someone will correct me when I'm wrong. Right, and in this kit, we've got 12 volt, 6 volt 8, 18 volt, 2 volt 7. I mean, I don't really know, but given that this is a 9 volt battery, is that going to have any, I don't know. If I go with 12 volts, is that too many? Not enough? This is a prime example of wishing I knew more stuff. So these are the 12 volt ones. I mean, they're not identical, but they're kind of similar. I'm going to try one, because what's the worst that can happen? An explosion, perhaps. I mean, what might happen is, I put this in and it blows straight away, you know what I mean? But, do you know what I mean? But if it does, I've got loads of them. Right, in an effort to not lose this, I'm going to remove the solder that's already there with some super lead. And then I'm going to add some leaded solder to one of the pads, put it in place, solder up the other pad. Yes. IPA, 99.9% in focus. And pure. Right, from what I understand, that line is the cathode, which should correspond to the line on this. So, because that's what I understand, that's what I'm going to do. Right, do I think that's going to work? No. Do I think it's going to blow the diode straight away? Possibly. Let's find out. I suppose before we do it, let's just double check that it's not shorted already. It shouldn't be. No, there is no... Oh, I'm not on continuity. That would help. Yeah, I'm on continuity now, and there's no short there. Right, let's put the bench power supply back on and see what happens. Okay, let's see what it draws first and foremost. Right, 9 volts, no amp draw. Right, I've got shaky cam out just to show you, so we can see it connected there. There's the new diode there in D10. Bench power supply, 9 volts. We've got it on 2 amps, I don't know what difference that's going to make, but put it on. So it's definitely on, but it's not drawing any amps. Whereas before, I should have shown you before, shouldn't I? And I didn't. You just have to trust me. It was showing as like 0.4 volts, and that was 2 amps, and it was constant current. Right, so is this going to come on now? Where's the screen? The screen is in here, so I am not going to know unless this thing is back together. I don't know how much everyone loves me putting stuff back together before I actually test it, so in this case I haven't got much choice. So let's do just that. I don't know where this bit came from. It's like a piece of rubber. It's not a zebra connector because it's got no contacts on it. Yeah, it just sort of fell out. Oh well. Right, there we go. Oh, is that the old one? That's lucky because I forgot to take that off the circuit board. It was just sort of floating around, but luckily it fell out. Right, is this going to come on? Here we go. Power. No. Right, well, I mean, I presume I've just put the wrong diode in there. I don't know. Oh! It's making noises. Wait, what? Do I need to have the leads in? I mean, I don't think so. Maybe the screen's not working? Right, I think this is working because this is on the continuity diode, ohms, and the other one, and I press this blue button, and that's beeping like it's got continuity. If I press it again, I presume it's then diode, so that shouldn't beep. No. Next one, ohms. Again, it shouldn't beep. No. Next one, the other one. No. So if back round again, this should be continuity. I think it's working. The screen isn't. Let's see if that battery's got hot. I don't think it has. Can't feel anything through the plastic. No. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Let's see if I've just not put this back together properly, which, let's face it, is more than likely. I'll take it apart again. I won't bore you with that. I'll just bore myself with it. Wait, what? Right, so just taking it apart. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. And that's like stuck down. Was that there when I opened it up the first time? I think it was. But if you look at this board, the contacts are here at the top. It should be in there. But that's stuck there. That's been there for some time. I'm guessing it's been opened before. That's fallen down there and they've left it there. Or is the screen upside down? What is going on? I think the screen's upside down. Wait, what? Surely not. Surely the screen wasn't upside down. I think it might have been. And I don't think that was me. Right, well, I mean, let's try that. That's odd, because he didn't say he'd opened it, but he also didn't say he hadn't opened it, so I don't know. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's already on. Oh, how to ruin a surprise. Oh, I wonder if it works. Get in there. I mean, why is that minus 19 with nothing? Oh, I've not got the probes in. I know how to test it. We can test it with the very thing which made it fail. This little diode. Well, I presume that was it because I've replaced it with a random one and now it's working. Right. Power. So we should be on ohms there. Let's see. We should get 0 ohms on this. We get exactly 0 ohms. Accurate. Right. That's diode. That's continuity. There we go. Let me get something that's got an actual ohms reading just to make sure that it is working. Right, these should be 10k. 10.01k. I'd say that was pretty darn accurate. So there we go. It's now working. Let's check voltage. I forgot to do that. 1.6 volts. Perfect. Right, I think we can safely say that it's fully working. Someone will have to tell me whether that diode is going to be okay. I mean, clearly it's working with it. It's a 12-volt Zener diode. I had no idea what diode was already in there. I've just guessed, but it's working. Is it going to make it explode? That's what I need to know. But quite clearly that was a stupid diode, and this is quite a nice multimeter.
Mother, there ain't no other like mother, so treat her right.